Hello and welcome to Feed Your Fire. I'm Kim Baker, founder of Kim Baker Foods. In today's episode, we're going to talk about positivity and the idea that happiness can heal. This is a concept that was shared with us by our favorite vegan, Josh Owens, who will be joining us today as our guest. He's going to share a little bit about his journey with glioblastoma and his new book, Pawzitivity, all about New York City dogs, and how the making of this book has actually lifted his spirit, helping him along through his treatments and ever inspiring others with his outlook. And we're going to have this conversation while we make dog treats for our furry friends so that you can share some positivity with those you love. We're here today with Josh Owens, otherwise known as our favorite vegan. You've heard me talk about Corinne and Josh in some of our earlier episodes, and I thought it was time for you to meet him for yourself. Josh is grace, he is courage, he is kindness, he's fierce and delightful all at the same time. And just as he's round the corner to surviving 2 years past his diagnosis, he's also launched his new photography book, a playful and artistic showcase of the dogs of New York that have helped him stay connected to the joys of life as he's worked through some really incredible hardships. And we couldn't be more happy for you to meet him. Josh, will you tell us a little bit about your journey these last couple of years and how you've arrived at where you are today?
About a year and a half, 2 years ago, in bed with Corinne, and woke up in the hospital and ended up being a seizure because of a tumor on my brain. Found out from MRI that I have brain cancer. And then our journey started, but I tried to keep it funny and happy because that's really good for healing, besides having a wonderful caretaker. And we love our doctors and our team and Lennox and everybody to help us doing this. They believe in us and we believe in them.
We recorded this episode on the heels of the second annual Lenox Hill Neurosurgery Gala. The event perfectly represents the paradox of this illness, its gravity and brutality, paired with courage, resilience, love, hope, support. And it's both our divinity and our humanity that allows those two things to coexist. A lot of people, Josh, would have trouble being so positive. How do you keep your spirits up?
So it's just incredible the angels I've got. I'm very thankful for the way things are going for me, and becoming a photographer back during COVID and then having that ability to do why I have this issue helped a lot. And it keeps you busy, keeps your mind thinking of things and creativity, and having dogs, and they healed me.
What I'm struck by when I hear Josh say those words is the simplicity of his answer. It doesn't come from some complex algorithm or some kind of mountainous aspiration. What I hear from that response is gratitude and a deeper truth about what it is that creates fulfillment in our lives. It's not a quick dopamine hit or some feeling of elation. It's a grounded sense of contentment, of appreciation, of connection, and how something as simple as the companionship of a pet can have such a big impact. Let's talk for a minute about your love of dogs, Josh, and how you've woven that into your new book. What is Pawzitivity about, and what led you to create it?
It's a book about New York City dogs and the positivity that dogs in general just bring me, because dogs are amazing. New York City, yes, it's their children. We treat dogs like humans here. And I just want to share like all the street dog and portraits, and dogs alone just put a smile on my face. So just want to share with everybody.
I love that, Josh. And the book really does inspire joy. It's more than a collection of photos for dog lovers. It captures so much emotion and character. There's so much diversity of imagery, and the personalities of these dogs reflect the personalities on the city streets. And in the book, Josh, you talk about this idea that happiness heals. I think that's something that everyone can benefit from. Tell us a little bit more about what that means to you.
Happiness heals. It really, really does. Positivity and happiness are definitely healing points. Law of attraction is how I live, and I'm doing great. So I want everybody else to heal. If cancer is maybe you need it even more.
That's such a great point, Josh. When someone is going through something as difficult as cancer, it could be really elusive to find joy. And yet, that's maybe when it matters the most. If you had a piece of advice to share with our listeners today, what would that be?
Love everybody around you. Love the people that are suffering. Give them some healing from your positivity as well. And get a dog because they definitely help.
They really do. And I love this idea of cyclicality, how the opportunity for healing through happiness doesn't just happen in the individual themselves. When we bring our happiness to a situation, we can help others heal. And maybe that's why dogs have that effect on Josh. Their love, loyalty, and playfulness can rub off on us. So let's rev the engine on that cycle for a minute and prepare a super easy dog treat recipe to honor our furry friends and thank them for that positive spirit that they've bestowed upon Josh and can do for each of us. To make these dog treats, we're going to grab a small saucepan and we're going to melt in it about 1/8 cup of coconut oil. Then we're going to add in 1/4 cup of natural peanut butter and 1/4 cup of pumpkin. As an alternative, you can use banana or you can do it in combination. I had actually planned to use banana, and then my dog got the banana off the counter and ate the whole thing, peel and all, before I could even bake these treats. So this recipe has some natural flexibility built into it. Whisk those ingredients up and then let it cool slightly. Add in 2 tablespoons of old-fashioned oats and a cup of brown rice flour. Yes, these dog treats are gluten-free. Mix that up really well and form it into a ball, and then wrap it up in some plastic wrap and let it sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour. Then we're going to take the dough and roll it out to about 1/4 inch thickness. You can get cute little dog cookie cutters if you prefer. I'm just using rounds. I do have this little adorable cookie stamp, and I'm going to imprint these with the word paw, just to have a little fun. Then we're going to bake these at a relatively low temperature, 325 degrees, for about 30 minutes. We want these to get pretty dried out so that they'll last for a while. When they come out of the oven, let them cool, and then we're going to give them the dog test. Now, I just told you earlier that my dog, Ellie, ate an entire banana off the counter, peel and all, so she's not a very discerning customer. But rest assured that I've also tested this recipe with Raven and Riley, both of whom have some serious food allergies too, and they have been a hit. So please spread the joy to your 4-legged friends with this easy dog treat recipe. Imagine the level of happiness and healing we can do collectively, raising the cycle of positivity, one paw at a time. Thank you, Josh, for joining us today and sharing your story. You can find out more about Josh's work on his website, photographerjoshowens.com. And in July, you'll be able to get a copy of Pawzitivity on Amazon. Until our next episode, we say so long. Feed your fire, where food nourishes growth. Feed Your Fire is sponsored by Kasari Consulting, where insight meets innovation. Visit KASARI consulting.com.